Katt Williams joins me now live from Los Angeles. Katt, good morning. Good to have you here with us.
Good morning, TJ. How are you?
I am doing all right. Now, we got to start with something. We have been reporting, and it has been attributed to you, a statement out there that you allegedly issued through your publicist apologizing for that routine. But you and I were just talking here in the commercial break. You said that's not really your statement. So tell me what the deal is.
I'm anti-establishment, so I can never be the establishment. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm at the Diddy party, I'm there to tell. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm there to see who the f*** is in here, and what do y'all get from being in here? So nobody likes to have me around. I'm there for bad intentions. I know this is just a regular house. Like, there's nothing special to this house. And then the specialness happens, and I'm there. And I know I gotta leave, but I ain't gotta leave before I see who comes. Because that's my job as a reporter to the people, and I said coming in that that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna be an unbiased reporter. Or been a person that has been parodied 9 times on Saturday Night Live and yet never been invited other than me. So I, at this point, take it as a badge of honor that they don't with me.
In general, what do you think of impressions of you? Is there an impression of you that you like?
A lot of times when people are doing an impression of you, they're really showing you how they feel about you. You know what I mean? So for Saturday Night Live to have an impression of me and have a woman do that means they think I'm a bitch. And I understand that that's what they're saying when they do that, you know? So, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I understand how the game goes, and I understand that if you love me, I know why you do.
Well, we kind of have to start. I hope that everybody saw what I just saw. If a person starts their heckling with F America, then that gives me the right to defend my country. I couldn't be anti-Mexican. My Mexican fan base is largely responsible for me even existing. So between them and the black community, it's really all I have. But I don't think I need to apologize for being pro-American. The guy said that all of this is still Mexico, and I was just giving him geography. This is America, greatest country in the world. So.
Well, help us understand. So, do you not apologize for anything? We show like a 50-second clip there. It's like 7 or 8 minutes, but go ahead.
I apologize for the fact that the word anti-Mexican is being said to a black guy in America.
But you don't apologize for what you said in that studio, that stand-up.
I'm not allowed to. As a stand-up, the only thing that I sell is uncensored thought. So I'm only selling them the way I think, uncensored. So I'm not allowed to then come back the next day and apologize. That's for the Tracy Morgans of the world. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. I'm apologizing if somebody thought I was trying to be anti-Mexican. Mexicans are my friends, so
Katt, why is it somebody is allowed to put out a statement apologizing on your behalf then?
Sir, they put out a DVD called Katt Williams' 9 Lives while I was in jail without my permission. A lot of stuff has been happening to a lot of black celebrities in the world. We just deal with it, thank Jesus, and keep on going, sir.
Now, I guess it's clear to say, you gave me a little bit of what he was saying, but he kept going on and on, this heckler. Now, what was it? You said he said F America. That certainly set you off.
But
but
see,
but go ahead.
We were in Phoenix. So this is a heavily Mexican-American crowd. I gave $5,000 out to a Mexican-American serviceman at this same show. It was nothing like that the night of the show. This happened 19 days ago. It's just happening in the news yesterday because it's my birthday.
Well, help me understand that. What was it? Because it's clear that you were visibly upset. And you said you're a proud American, you defended this country. So is that essentially what it was? He was clearly out of line in your opinion, but he really got you hot.
I was offended because he was making a statement that we're not allowed to make in this country. In this country, you have to pledge allegiance to America first and your country of origin second. And so the fact that he was blatantly disrespecting the law that we all follow, black people worked too hard to become black Americans in this society, and we were slaves here. And we did a lot of free work. Whatever they did was in another country, and we certainly applaud their history, but don't come here talking to sons of slaves about that. And if there's something anti-Mexican about what I said, then I apologize for the anti-Mexicanness of it. I was talking to one individual.
I guess that's part of it, that or at least one line in there that did get some people probably upset more so than others, because a lot of people familiar with your comedy. I am as well. I didn't hear a whole lot that was, you know, a departure from some of the other stuff I've heard you say in routines before, but you did say we were slaves. Speaking of black people, y'all just work like that at the landscaper. Even that statement, you don't apologize for that one either? You think that one got too close to going over the line?
I can't apologize for it even if it was close to the line, because at the end of the day, I wasn't there to make racial conversation. I was there to tell a joke. The joke was, if Mexicans love America, could they give black people Mexico? That was the entire joke, because we'd love it and it's real close. We couldn't go back to Africa because of the flies. That was the joke. None of that's airing on the tape. This is an hour-and-a-half show, sir.
Now, would you, do you understand, at least some people hearing that, and you were talking to one guy. It's clear that other people in the crowd were laughing at what you were saying to him, even as you were going off on the one guy.
If I had disrespected Mexicans, I wouldn't have been able to get out of there alive, sir, with all due respect.
But as people, do you understand why people who do hear it maybe do get offended by it, who maybe didn't read or listen to the whole 7-8 minutes of it, but just maybe read a few comments? Do you think they just have the wrong impression, or you understand why some might think the landscaper comment might have been offensive? Telling a Mexican like that guy to get to stepping back to Mexico, how that comes off as being offensive?
No, he said that we were in Mexico. So let me just say this. Yes, I can see what you're saying, TJ. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I think those people should watch more of this CNN show so they can see there are real news factors going on in this country, things we should discuss, like our president versus football, rather than worry about what a comedian's saying. If you don't like me, don't come see me. If you do like me, I'm here for you. But I love Mexicans and I love Mexican Americans. But I love America overall. Let's be very clear about that.
Any concern about how people might view you down the road, how this could impact your career down the road? People might not want to book you in Texas or Arizona or California.
Sir. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Let's let that happen, but let the statement be that I'm a Christian, I'm straight.
All right. Well, we will leave it there. Again, I'm glad we got to clear it up, because we have been, Katt, this morning.
You, TJ.
We have been talking about this morning an apology that Katt Williams sent out, and you're telling me that was not your apology, so that's important to note this morning.
I just made my apology, TJ, live in front of CNN.
Katt, good to see you. But if you enjoy California, we'll talk to you again soon back here in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
One of the things that I greatly respect about Katt Williams is his ability to foretell the future. You know, he has a really great skills and an ability to predict the things of the future in such a way, or such a manner, such an extent whereby he can tell exactly what will happen. You know, we don't really find a lot of people doing that. And one of the reasons, or the reasons why you see him doing such things, is that he's born with a gift. You know, remember the late Larry King live interview Katt Williams and asked him, "You have any special gifts or talents?" He said he's a clairvoyant. And a clairvoyant is basically somebody that can see into the future, predict, and tell about the future. So it gives him a lot of leverage in talking about. It gives him a lot, I would say, leverage in the future, in predicting the future, in predicting the future, and also predicting things that may happen in the future. So, with that leverage, people pay attention to what he says or would like to share, so that gives him a lot of leverage. That gives him uh, so much leverage in really um, gives him so much leverage in really attracting audience and people who wants to listen to what he has to share or to say or to what he has to share, because whatever he says, it's something that people always take seriously, because maybe I can predict the future. You know, he's blessed, and he's how can I say it? He's blessed with a gift or a talent or an ability that can see into the future, predict, and also tell the future. So that gives him a lot of, I would say, that gives him, I would say, that gives him a lot of leverage, especially when it comes to comedy, because he's not just a comedian, but he's somebody um, that can really he's somebody that can really tell, and people like people that can really people like people that can really predict the future, that can really see into the future and give them guidance. It's I would say it is very, very fascinating to have somebody like that that can really see into the future, predict the future, and give you guidance. So with Kai Williams having such an ability, it gives him a lot of leverage and makes it easy for people to hear from him, listen to him, and follow whatever he has to say or share. So he's a good man at the end of the day. You can say whatever you want to say about Mr. Cat Williams. He's a good person, he's a kind person. He takes good care of a lot of kids, he loves his family, and overall, he's a good he's a good individual. So big kudos to him, and thank you everyone for listening to this video, and happy new year once more.